और दोस्तों अब इसके साथ हम चलते हैं प्रोडक्टिविटी से एक किसी और सेक्टर की ओर। जी हां, फ्रॉम प्रोडक्टिविटी वी नाउ मूव ऑन टू द टूरिज्म सेक्टर। कल ही, बहुत ही रिसेंटली अगर हम कहें तो कल ही नेशनल टूरिज्म अवार्ड्स आयोजित किए गए थे दिल्ली में, और आज हम आपको दिखाने वाले एक खास इंटरव्यू उस शख्स के साथ जो नेशनल टूरिज्म अवार्ड से नवाजे गए। जी हां, वो थे डॉक्टर जॉन पॉल, और उनको अब नवाजा गया नेशनल टूरिज्म अवार्ड के साथ।
Joined by our eminent hotelier, Mr. Paul P. John, who is the chairman of the Paul Hotels and Resorts, and now the recipient of the National Tourism Award as part of the Incredible India campaign by the Ministry of Tourism. Mr. John, thank you so much for being with us on Doordarshan. Do tell us about how you went about receiving this award.
Thank you for having me over. I mean, it's a great pleasure to have received this award, and I would like to thank the Indian government for recognizing what we have offered to the tourists that come to India. Just to give you a brief of what Kumarakom offers is that we are situated on the banks of the Lake Vembanad in the place called Kumarakom, which is about 20 kilometers from Kottayam. It's one of the most beautiful parts of Kerala, where the lake is flowing into the resort, and we've got canals that pass through the resort, and we've got about 50 odd homes that people used to live in the olden days, which is completely made of wood, and we've planted them back in its original form in the resort. So basically it's more of a heritage Kerala experience that we offer, of course surrounded by the beauty of, so added the basic comforts for a 5-star, especially for the foreign tourists to come.
This resort, which has been refreshed completely, but also keeping us who are part of this concrete jungle, how do they experience Kerala in its true form?
Well, it has been a wonderful experience for even the people that within India also, especially from the metros, when they come and see the kind of the heritage that we've preserved, that integrates into the Kerala surrounding. I think it's something that really gives them a great relief in far from the concrete jungles that you see today in the cities, with so much of greenery, a lot of open space, and we've got a bird sanctuary nearby, so there's a lot of nature and peace and harmony can be really experienced in this spot. So people other than not only from India, foreigners really are extremely very pleased when they come, and it's either from referrals or repeat get.
Well, clearly the loyalty programs that you have at the resort means that there are increased footfalls. What is it that differentiates your resort from the other resorts in Kerala?
We give them a truly Kerala experience. We are, I would say, almost the very few heritage resorts in Kerala that give the Kerala experience in terms of the ambience, the architecture, and the food and the service also, compared to the rest of the resorts. Most of them are more of the modern day structure, where probably they can give the Kerala feel, but more than the architecture and the heritage. We really give them that true experience of Kerala, including the Ayurveda and the Ayurmana and the houseboats that we have. So it's completely, you will get an experience of the true Kerala in Kumarakom Lake Resort.
Speaking about the personal experience that visitors have at your resort, how do they feel when they leave your resort and go back to their homes?
Well, of course, I mean, it's a great challenge. I want to go back. I mean, people are back, and we've had very interesting guests that come, including we had Prince Charles and his wife celebrate their 65th birthday 2 months back in our place, and they were really very, very elated about the place, and they promised to come back again.
Could you tell us something about the other resorts? Group of hotels and resorts?
Well, currently we have I have another hotel in Bangalore. It's called the Paul Bangalore, and it's also about 4 or 5 years old suite.
Ensuring that service to your clientele and customers is of the highest standard.
A very good, dedicated and efficient team with Shelly leading the team, and of course I have a very good team that head both the resorts as general managers and the rest of the team also. And we focus very strictly on training. There's a very intense training and a monitoring system, and of course we also have a rewarding system. So all these things put together has been able to get both our properties to high quality international standards. Although we have no name linked to any multinational chain, I think that is an advantage, because it's we all have personal and we take care of it individually. All the entire team is geared to and we have a very efficient system of monitoring. Of the people that have stayed there is our biggest brand ambassador. The people that have stayed always go back and send another 10 more people, or they come back also. So in my opinion, that's the largest brand ambassador that we have. And then of course today the social media, the internet and things like that really help in generating a lot of knowledge.
Of the National Tourism Award by the Ministry of Tourism, are you trying to expand further in this hotels and resorts industry?
Yes, definitely. This is it's a very nice business to be in. I'd be looking at putting up another resort in Coorg, which we've already acquired the land. The paperwork is going on, so probably in the next 3 years or so we should have a property in Coorg. But I would definitely like to have a beach resort. Probably I will start looking at international destinations also maybe next year.
Well, Kerala clearly has set the benchmark in terms of hospitality, hotels and resorts. What kind of communication do you want to give to those who aspire to be entrepreneurs like yourself in the hotels and resorts industry elsewhere?
Well, you have to be meticulous, plan yourself, and I think if you have an ambition, there's nothing can stop you from achieving it. So I think you can just go out there. I mean, of course, it's things don't come easy. You've got to be hardworking, and if you can be planned, set your goals and move towards it, you will get there. There's no doubt about it.
Once again, congratulations on being the recipient of the National Tourism Award.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure being here, and thank you for having me over.